Hello, my name is Star. I'm your friendly neighborhood go-go dancer, and this is another episode of That's a Stretch. I just finished working out. I haven't worked out in a long time. Today I've decided to talk about coworkers, particularly salacious stories about coworkers, and I'm gonna start stretching right now. I have like a couple of stories. I don't have a whole lot of stories, but today I'm gonna focus on one person, mainly because I kind of recently discovered that he is kind of TikTok famous. I found him on TikTok, and when I found him, he had like 100,000 followers, which is wild. And I think recently he's like gotten up to 200,000. I'll have to double check. I won't say who this person is, but he used to work at the same bar as me, and boy do I have a salacious story about him. So, great guy. I will say, like, off the bat, he's a very nice person. I'll be honest, like, I am a little bit jealous of him because he does so well. Granted, all the boys that work at my bar do a lot better than the girls because it's a gay bar and people are a little bit more, what's the word? People just tend to gravitate towards the male dancers a little bit more. I think it's because they're not used to seeing them. This bar is particularly female friendly, so like a lot of women gravitate more towards the men than to the other women, which is not what you would expect from a gay bar, but that's just kind of how it is. And this guy does particularly well amongst women. So one night, this guy comes into work, and he is like tripping out of his mind. I think he did Molly before coming in, and like, here's the thing: I don't pass judgment to people who decide to like drink, smoke weed, take substances, whatever, before they come in. As long as they're like lucid and can manage themselves, I think it's fine. He was like so like deep in his head that he wasn't really going out on the stage at all. Like, I personally don't know how to deal with that or anything, so I just kind of am like, trying my best to help him out, but like, I don't really know what to do in that situation, so I'm just gonna like let him do whatever he needs to do. And then, so there's two stages. He mainly does the downstairs stage. I think, scheduled to be upstairs for half the time. I go upstairs, I'm up there for like an hour or whatever. I come back downstairs, and I notice that the lights are all on, which when they turn all the lights on, that's usually because a fight broke out or something happened where the security needs to come in and deal with whatever the situation is. I slip in through the back door that leads to the backstage area. I kind of like go, like sneak my way onto the stage because there are a couple people up there that were just kind of like, had the show paused, and I try to figure out what's going on. Apparently, the dude that was tripping on Molly got into a fight with one of the customers. And so I kind of just hung out awkwardly backstage. Eventually, him and the security guard come in to the backstage area because he needs to leave now for the night. And it was really awkward because I'm just like hanging out back there because I'm tired and I need like a 15-minute break. But he's back there still on Molly, mind you, with the security guard like trying to push him like, hey, get your stuff, hurry up, because you need to get out of here. And I'm just like trying to chill on my phone as this is happening like literally 2 feet from me because this backstage area is really tiny. So the lights come back on. We continue work. I just continue working the night as normal. And don't think anything of it for a while. Then a few days later, I am Snapchatting one of the other people that works there, and totally different person. And he tells me he can't work there anymore. I was like, why? And he said, they're not allowing anybody under 21 to work for them anymore. And I put 2 and 2 together and realized, the dude that got kicked out yesterday is 19. He got into a fight, and now people that are under 21 aren't allowed to work there anymore. So this guy was basically the reason that they don't allow people under 21 to work there anymore. Granted, if this hadn't happened, like if he hadn't gotten in trouble, I don't think it was a good idea for people under the age of 21 to work at a bar either way. But it does kind of suck for the people that are under 21 that can't work there anymore. I don't know. Somebody in the comments, like if anybody out there does this and you're under 21, I'm just curious if anybody in the comments is under 21 and does this stuff, or if you're in this industry at all. What do you think about like the 21 age limit? Like, do you think it's good to have that rule, or is it unnecessary? I'm just curious what you guys think. But yeah, and then like a couple months ago, I find that he's on TikTok, and he's TikTok famous, kind of. And he's, funny enough, he's actually talked about this story very briefly and very vaguely. But he seems to be doing really well on there. People really like him. And it seems like he's still doing this type of work. I'm just curious as to where, because it seems like he's still in the Minneapolis area. I know I said that I wouldn't say exactly who this person is, but I think he's pretty open about his information. He's talked about this story before, so it'd probably be super easy to find him and figure out who I'm talking about. I'm sure he doesn't care if I talk about this or not. This video is probably gonna get, I don't know, 5 views anyways. If by chance that he's watching this, I hope he knows that I think he's really talented. But dude, you kind of fucked up that night. But yeah, it does kind of suck that the people under 21 can't work there anymore. Why is there a leaf blower going on right now? I don't think it's gonna go away anytime soon. Okay. But as I was saying, it seems like one of those things that wouldn't be a huge problem. However, our bar had a lot of people that were under 21. Like, I think half of our go-go dancers were under 21. Oh, nope, wrong way. Okay. But yeah. So, moral of the story is, don't do drugs. Don't do drugs at your job. But hey, that's a stretch. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.